Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Dark Spy. So, like usual, it's time for Sailor Moon Crystal. So, previously to Sailor Moon Crystal, we just had the introduction of Sailor Jupiter. Then after that, now it's totally on Tuxedo Mask or Tuxedo Kame. It looks like the next episode will deal with Tuxedo Mask even more because, well, you have to make sure they tell all the story of Tuxedo Mask. So yeah, this one actually is a standalone episode. This episode does not have a episode that I can compare from previous series. It's only just lots of nitpicks of lots of episodes that has currently happened. But anyways, let's get started. The first thing you'll notice is that there is no hiding their identities from Tuxedo Mask or the bad guys. Tuxedo Mask already knew that Usagi was Sailor Moon, and he just said change already. While on the other hand, the bad guys, when it came to the Sailor Scouts straight up just went to them and said, hey, what you doing, in their civilian clothes instead of actually morphing. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, you'd have to admit that's kind of crazy. Yeah, it looks like here there's no real reason to hide your identity. Okay, next up is they're able to go in the arcade at night. Yeah, so it turns out in one scene they're actually able to get into the arcade at night, which, well, technically for Luna, we didn't really know where she was when she was doing her old searching for Sailor Scouts or looking up someone's name. So it turns out that she was actually in the secret base of the arcade. So she was in the arcade like in the previous series, but this time they actually gave her a nice secret base that she can go to instead of just being right there sitting at the arcade game and having to click buttons and say some kind of password. Usually dealing with mochi balls. Yeah, secret base within. Tuxedo Mask actually went on television, according wise. So basically, when it came to Tuxedo Mask, previously with Tuxedo Mask in the previous series, he never ever actually showed up on TV and said, hey, I'm looking for the legendary silver crystal. If anyone knows where it is, please call me or something. Yeah, he didn't do that. All that happened was the whole love letter thing. I guess I'll put that episode down below as well. But yeah, it's the whole love letter. He sent every single girl a love letter, which technically wasn't even him. It was Nephrite who was trying to figure out who was Sailor Moon. And of course, Naru, since back in that series, Naru actually fell for it. And yeah. But that's the only thing that actually happened. And it wasn't even Tuxedo Mask who did it. That was kind of like public and stuff. Okay, Zoisite used the TV to control people. That was kind of new. That was like very, very new. Queen Beryl actually revealed herself. Wow. Yeah, you already had like the previous episode or so where the 4 generals showed up and said, hey, we're the generals of the Dark Kingdom. Now you have Queen Beryl, who actually just came and revealed herself to everyone. Wow. Wow, I didn't see that coming. And of course, I also have to mention Zoisite actually protected the queen from a blast, which was showing, whoa, the evil organization actually, well, the evil group are actually showing that they have teamwork. Unlike in the previous one, like I said in many other videos, the bad guys basically backstabbed each other. Nephrite got backstabbed by Zoisite. And, well, that's all the big backstabbing. Jedi didn't actually get saved by any of their teammates. Yeah, any of the teammates didn't actually save Jedi. And the only other thing is, sadly, I forgot the other guy's name, but he kind of likes Zoisite and he wants revenge for Zoisite. So that's the only teamwork you get in the whole entire series, previous series. Alright, next up is, well, it's just what Tuxedo was talking about. Tuxedo Mask was talking to Sailor Moon to encourage her because she said, I feel so powerless. And he actually said her Smile House power. And of course, she also got the moon stick now, so yeah. It's amazing. They actually gave her the moon stick, and it didn't really, there's really like nothing to do with the moon stick, because the moon stick in the previous series, of course, let me just say, for many people actually rave about me, oh my gosh, it's about the manga, it's based on the manga. I know it's based on the manga. I'm just telling you that in the previous series, the stick was used to cure the 7 reincarnated great beasts, along with all of the other humans who got, I guess, possessed or evolutionized by the evil group. Yeah, so that's what the stick was used for. It also was used to give a great blast, so that was another thing to actually keep in notice. Yeah. Alright, so it looks like Sailor V is actually, yeah, they showed Sailor V looking from afar, so it's not yet actually, well, I don't know if that's going to be a little nice little nod saying, yeah, she's coming up next, or anything, because, well, technically Sailor V, aka Sailor Venus, was active before Sailor Moon even showed up, so yeah. Okay, let's see what else. And Tuxedo Mask revealed himself. And the funny part of it all, even though they were trying to hide this, it basically, from the previous series, lots of stuff went on. The fact that you got Tuxedo Mask, who technically was a high school student, maybe he was like 18 to 20 years old, and you had Sailor Moon, who was 13, 14 years old. A crazy age difference. And well, now they're actually the same age. That's one thing they did. It's made them the same age. But I just have this one question. Is that the parents or Usagi's mom, shouldn't they have a fit the fact that she's been out all night? Because she actually spent the night in Tuxedo Mask's place. Yeah, so it's kind of like, ooh, how will you so explain that? But of course, you know, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to explain this part. Well, with that said, let me just do a little brief thing about Tuxedo Mask, and then I'm out. So, well, I'll web away. But anyways, so Tuxedo Mask, from what we know so far from what they actually put on Hulu, is that Tuxedo Mask, and this happened in the two-parter. I'll say it's a two-parter because, well, in the two-parter, we find out that Sailor Moon, well, Usagi had no choice but to morph into, or transform Henshin into Sailor Moon to save her life and Mamoru. Yeah, Mamoru. No, Mamoru, sorry. Mamoru. So yeah, she had to transform and save his life, and he was like, oh my gosh, you're Sailor Moon. And then basically she's like, yeah, like a few seconds or a minute later, it's like, oh, where's Tuxedo Mask? And he's like, yeah, so it's kind of funny that they revealed themselves in that same episode. And in the next episode, their memories come back from, from the Moon Kingdom. So, yeah. As for Mamoru, he basically, as a kid, got into a car accident. The car accident killed his parents and also gave him messed up amnesia. So, yeah, all these years he doesn't know anything. So, yeah, big bump in the head. With that said, Only thing left to talk about is just the fact that Tuxedo Mask will most likely get under the possession or control of the evil guys, the evil bad guys. And, well, I think that's just all about the tale. It's just that. And also, he basically is hunting for, yeah, just like in this one, he's actually hunting for the 7 jewels. Alright, so with that said, basically it's parallel. They're so parallel to what he is in the previous series. In this series, the only difference is that he had like a little touch-ups, along with he was older in the original series. So other than that, that's basically it. This episode, I say definitely check it out, especially if you haven't been watching the series, because if you love the old series and you wish you can see a new episode, this is the only way to see it. This is a brand new episode. It's a standalone episode on its own. There is no comparison from the previous series. So thank you for listening, and if you want to see previous episodes, look down below. The links are just right there. And for anyone who wants to watch it, you can watch it on Hulu, or be cool and watch it on Crunchyroll, who doesn't have any commercials whatsoever. But of course, you're gonna have to wait a little bit because, well, it should be here now if you're watching it a few days later. But other than that, if you're watching it as I put it up, sadly, Crunchyroll takes a few days to actually load it in a certain place where there's no commercials. With that said, thank you for listening. I'm glad you guys are watching this and enjoying this. At least a few of you are. And if you like this, please like it up, man. Just click like. If you enjoy this and you know someone else who will enjoy this too, share it. I don't believe I have to say this. I mean, it should be very, very easy to know what to do. I mean, if Spider-Man came to your freaking window, would you actually be like, oh my gosh, Spider-Man, and walk away? No, you most likely was like, oh my gosh, Spider-Man, can I have a picture of you? I need your autograph. You'll do lots of things if Spider-Man comes to your window. So, come on, treat me like Spidey. I technically am Spidey, except I just wear a black suit and stick to the old black suit ways. So, thank you for listening. I'm done, and I'm webbing out. Peace.